Good morning, it's Matthew here at the Caravan Company. Going to take you for a walkthrough on a Coachman Olympia 565, as you can see. Take you around the outside of the van so you can see the van we're talking about. Now we're going to start off with the very basics. When you get on site, you unhitch from the back of the car, which I'll show you in a video in a moment, and then you'll connect your power lead up to the side of the van. As you can see, power lead in the side, and then you've got your battery box on the right hand side. You've also got a switch in there for your motor mover, which I'll demonstrate later on in the video. Also, you'll fill your aqua roll up when you get on site and connect your water pump on the outside of the Caravan, as you can see here. Very easy to use. Little trigger there that you push into the side of the van. Put the pump into the aqua roll and then turn the pump on inside, which again in a moment I'll show you from the inside of the van. All the legs on the van need to be wound down and the van needs to be stabilised, which I'll again show you during the rest of this video. Further along on this side, you've actually got your grey waste pipes. So the grey waste pipes here will go into your waste master via the grey pipes, and that's the water from your sink and shower itself. But they push into the little cap inside of just there in the circle around the outside. Going further back, we've got the toilet and the flush tank. So let me just open this up so I can show you how this works. So in the top here, you'll put 3.5 litres of water and some of the pink fluid. Normally a cap full of the pink fluid is more than enough. And in the bottom, you've got your waste tank, which you pull out from here. And this is actually the waste tank for the Caravan itself. So this is the toilet to waste tank. You'll empty it through this neck here, you'll pull this round and take the cap off and empty the waste out into a waste tank on site. On the back here you've got pressure relief, so when you are emptying it out it doesn't splash and spit back at you. In here you'll need to put 1 litre of water before you use it and a cap full of the blue fluid. Again, at the back of the Caravan you've got your wind down legs. And again, the legs at the back of the Caravan also need to be down and in place. So there's one there and there's also one on this side. The rest of the lockers on the outside are your storage lockers on this side, so that's storage for underneath the bed, which works with the keys for the van itself. Just here, you actually have a vent to get hot air through into the awning if you have an awning up, for instance, and that'll just warm the awning up. In this side, you've got a barbecue gas point, so you can connect your brass fitting in with your pipe onto your barbecue, and then you can have a direct feed from the gas bottle in the front of the van, eliminating the need to have 2 gas bottles when you are travelling. A bit further forward, you've got a 240 volt plug, so if you want to put lights into your awning or a heater, electric heater, you can do that from just there. In the front locker, you've got your gas bottle, so you've got this gas tap on top and the gas pipe on it. This is actually a reverse thread on this pipe here, so you actually have to turn it the opposite way to release it, and I'd advise you get a big adjustable to do that with. In the front you've got your leg winder just down there on the floor as well. You can actually have 2 gas bottles inside the front locker on this Caravan. So inside of the van, as you can see, we've got the hob working. So I'm going to turn all that off now. Now you've seen the hob working. The grill is also ignited. Oh, I say it's ignited, but it's not. Hasn't stayed ignited. As you can see, it is now ignited and working as you'd expect. And the same with the oven in the bottom there, that's working away as well. I'd advise you never shut the lid down while the hob is still hot, because it could potentially smash the glass at the top here. When you come inside of the Caravan and you've got your mains lead connected on the outside, you're going to need to turn on this master power switch. So you're going to need to turn that on, and then you're going to turn your lights on, interior lights as well. All the lights inside the Caravan are individually switched also. It's not on one switch for the whole Caravan as it looks like on this panel up here, but they are switched underneath, as you can see. So that'll be for the lights around the top here, and the lights around the front are ordered on these light switches just here. The power socket up there as well, handy for charging mobile phones. and your radio at the side works like a conventional car radio. So we've got power on and we've got lights on, so we can see what we're doing now. You're going to want to get the wine or beer cold pretty quickly. So you're going to turn on the fridge on this power button just here. And what you shall see is along here, if you can see it at the moment due to the fact it's quite light coming through the door. So what you'll actually see is you've got your temperature on this side, which you can adjust by pressing and holding the grey button just here. At the moment the gas symbol is flashing just here, so that is indicating that I can change the power source. So I can go to 12 volt battery when you're towing, or mains power. The A on the end is automatic, and if you go onto there it'll always go back to mains hookup. For now though, we're going to demonstrate it on mains hookup. To change temperature, as you can see, this is now flashing when I press the grey button again. And as you can see, if I go down, it'll adjust the temperature on the fridge. Turn the fridge back off, press and hold the power button, and the fridge will turn off. It will self-ignite on gas, and it will self-ignite, and it will have the green pilot light just here. If it fails to ignite, that light will actually start flashing, and it will actually bleep. The fridge will bleep at you as well. In the top here, as we all know, when a fridge gets left shut, when it's not being used, it goes smelly eventually. So what we should do is just put that catch up in there, as you can see, and that's a fridge vent. So that'll allow the fridge to breathe slightly while you're while you're not using the van. One thing that I can't fully demonstrate at the moment is the fact that, and I'm pointing at the seat because you'll understand why in a moment, because I'm about to go underneath there. But one thing I can't demonstrate fully at the moment is the filling of the Caravan. But what I can show you is the two yellow valves that you see just down there are actually the drain down valves for the entire Caravan. So that'll drain the hot and cold side of the water system. So normally when you arrive on site, them switches would actually be up and you'd have no water in the Caravan at all. When you want to fill the system, you'll put the taps down into the position they are in now. You'll open all the taps up to the hot side. So as you can see, it's got water in the system already, ready for when you come on site and try the Caravan. So you'll have that set to the hot side and the tap open. That will also be the same in the bathroom and the shower. What that allows the system to do is bleed itself. So like for instance, when the water's been off at home, as you know, it spits and splatters to start with. But if you open the tap up, it'll eventually come through as a pure stream of water. So again, that's what you need to do with the water system on board the Caravan, so you can fill the tank on board. Once you've got water in the system, you can go ahead and turn on your water heater, which is up here. So you hit the middle button. If I can demonstrate this to you very well on this camera. You hit the middle button. First one here is your internal room temperature, and you can see we're connected to mains power down in this corner. To select the room temperature, it's very simple. You press on the room temperature and spin the dial. So for instance, on this van you can go to 30 degrees of water internal temperature. If you want to set the water temperature, you come across to this one with the wave symbols. Hit the button and you've got 40, 60 or boost. So if you're going to shower, for instance, you'll put it on boost. But for normal use, you'll just put it on to 40. I'm going to leave that off for now. Actually, I can turn that on for now because there's water in the system. The next one across is the power supply you're using to power the Caravan. So if you're on a site with no electrical hookup, you could use gas. If you're on a site where you could use gas or electric with 1000 watts of power, so this one represents 1000 watts of power, and you want it to run a combination, you could hit that and that will run a combination of gas and electric. Mix 2000 watts of power and electric at the same time, gas at the same time. Electric 1, which we're going to run at the moment, is 1000 watts of power on its own, and electric 2 is 2000 watts of power on its own. Fans on board, so you can turn on the blown air a bit like in your car, eco or high, and to set that you simply hit the button and that will turn the fan on. At the bottom here you've got some settings for the engineers. With the toilet system at the back of the Caravan, obviously beds as we come along, jump on, go sleep, is the main objective there. At the back here you've got your toilet flush, which as you can see is working, and at the bottom here you've actually got a waste flap. So once you open that up, waste will actually go through down into the cassette underneath the van. The toilet does turn for your convenience. However, if the flap in the centre is open or the toilet is turned to an angle, you will not be able to remove the cassette from underneath the Caravan to empty it. You need to shut the flap and make sure the toilet is pointed in the direction it is now, straight across the Caravan. So, down this end of the van, again you've got your microwave, works like a conventional Caravan, and with the roof lights they're very, very simple to use. Press the button in and pull the handle towards you, and that'll open up the roof vents on top. I think that's everything on board this Caravan. If you've got any more questions at all, please do give us a call here at the Caravan Company. As I said, this is a Coachman Olympia 5654. Thank you very much. Bye bye.